General Hospital, GH, spoilers hint that there's no way Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, will sit back and let Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, get arrested for his shooting, which is when he'll pull the memory card and accuse Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson. But let's rewind a bit. The last GH fans saw Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, was when she completed a search of Elizabeth, Liz Baldwin's, Rebecca Herbst home. She knew Willow had been living there since her failed wedding to Drew, and recent evidence had surfaced, which pointed to the nurse as a possible prime suspect in Drew's shooting. Anna had a gun-sized item, wrapped in a white cloth, at the close of the Friday, October 10th show, after the police search, and asked Liz to accompany her to the station. With that said, Anna also asked Liz where her house guest was at the moment. It's clear that Liz is not Anna's target, but Willow is. Meanwhile, Willow was at the hospital on duty, but in Drew's room, talking about how Michael had allowed her visits with Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako. Yes, they are controlled, 1-hour visits with a family therapist, but at this point, Willow will take what she can get where her kids are concerned. The mom is desperate to spend time with Wiley and Amelia, and was almost looking forward to the meeting, which was going to take place later that day. Drew thought it was a trap, and in his defense, it wasn't far-fetched for him to believe that the therapist was on Michael's payroll and would testify at a custody hearing that Willow was an unfit mother. Willow thought of this too. However, she was willing to take the risk in order to spend time with the kids. Anna will likely either arrest Willow this week or, at the very least, haul her in for questioning. There's a good chance Anna found Edward Quartermain's John Ingle gun in Willow's room, so things look very suspicious for the nurse. Since Willow was chatting with Drew during the October 10th show, it's easy to imagine Anna showing up in his room and taking the nurse to the PCPD. Drew's mentioned multiple times that he doesn't actually care who shot him, he just wants to pin it on Michael. Drew's foaming at the mouth to nail Michael with another prison sentence at any cost. It would be a win-win situation for Drew. He gains revenge on Michael, plus Willow gets Wiley and Amelia back, and he's the hero in her eyes. Drew is so obsessed with Willow at this point that he probably wouldn't care if she did shoot him. He'll do anything to win her back. Well, it looks like Drew may be Willow's hero once again. Drew may do something massively drastic in order to save his love from the legal bind she's in. If all this evidence points to Willow, Drew could stick his neck out and claim a memory has surfaced, and he knows Michael is the one who shot him. Plus, as Michael was left unattended in Liz's house when he met with Willow to tell her about the change visitation with the kids, which is a red flag as it is, because it was off the cusp of the Q Mansion search warrant debacle. Michael would also look guilty, and as though he was planting evidence to frame someone else for Drew's shooting. General Hospital spoilers suggest there will be plenty of twists and turns in the Drew shooter case in the days and weeks ahead, so fans need to stay tuned to the ABC soap to see what happens next. Check out CDL regularly for the hottest General Hospital news, spoilers, and updates on the internet. General Hospital, GH, spoilers for the week of October 13th suggest that Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, will make a stunning realization, while Charlotte Cassadine, Bluesy Burke, will get a warning, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, will make a confession. Off the cusp of Anna searching Elizabeth Liz Baldwin's Rebecca Herbst place on Friday, October 10th, next week, she'll zero in on Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, as a main suspect in Drew Kane's, Cameron Matheson, shooting. Willow will believe the worst in Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, so there's a good chance the nurse thinks Michael planted the incriminating evidence Anna found. Still, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, will also be in the hot seat, as she lied about being Willow's alibi, and Anna will likely grill the mom until she admits the truth. Still, by the time the week of October 13th winds to a close, Anna will be stunned with an epiphany. Will she realize the potential that Willow has been set up? As Friday, October 17th hits, Anna will seek Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, out. Is this about Drew's case, or something else? Across town, Rick Herbst, will dream about Elizabeth. The thought of being reunited with his ex may be the only thing that keeps him hanging on. In related news, Ava Jerome, Maura West, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, will try and start a fresh chapter, but can the ladies truly land on the same page? Back to Liz, she'll also be a busy bee, as yet another person confides in her. This time it'll be Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner. But what exactly does Felicia tell the nurse? Meanwhile, GH spoilers for the week of October 13th hint that Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, will throw his weight around. This is interesting as, days later, Brennan will demand answers from someone, while Charlotte will also receive a warning. While Charlotte's threat could be from one of her father's, Valentine Cassidy's, James Patrick Stewart, enemies, it also could be from her mom, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning. Lulu recently had to ground Charlotte for taking Scout Quartermain, Cosette Abinante, out of camp without letting Drew know, so maybe Charlotte gets out of line, where her mom has to warn her of repercussions. Elsewhere, Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, will seek legal advice. She feels as if Monica Quartermain, Leslie Charleson, giving the Q Mansion to Veronica Ronnie Bard, Erica Slezak, is a scam, and she'll look into her legal rights surrounding this. But does she have any? Over at the Q stables, Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, will be shocked by a discovery. What does he stumble across? While that's going on, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, will confide in Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. Does she tell Dante she has feelings for his longtime friend? As the days go by, Cody will also get a pleasant surprise, so Dante may encourage Molly to tell Cody just how she feels, which may catch the stable hand off guard. Then, Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, will make an unlikely connection. So is this about Emma Scorpio, Braden Bruner, or something else? As noted above, Jason makes a confession, but considering his line of work, what's the confession about, and whom does he confess to? Will he admit he still has feelings for Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thiebaud, or potentially tell Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, or someone else about Brennan's ultimatum? Speaking of, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, will be prompted to do some digging. Carly has a real problem staying in her own lane, so is this about Britt, or potentially Drew's shooting? With that said, Britt will ask someone for a favor, so there's a good chance she turns to Jason for some help with something on her plate. Here's hoping these two continue to bond. Lastly, Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, will question Dante. Nathan has to fill a 7-year gap regarding what he missed out on, so it wouldn't be surprising if he asked his friend to offer some insight into what Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, has been up to over the last few years. General Hospital, GH, spoilers note that November sweeps will bring drama and chaos as Drew Kane's Cameron Matheson shooter case may be solved, while Veronica Ronnie Bard, Erica Slezak, exits and rocky romances take center stage. As GH viewers know, storylines tend to culminate during sweeps months. This is when characters meet their demise, secrets are exposed, and wedding craziness occurs. Currently, everyone has major question marks where Drew's shooting case is concerned. While the PCPD is zeroing in on Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, the truth is, the first main suspect charged is never usually the perpetrator, so fans should expect other persons of interest to surface. With that said, Drew's shooter will likely be exposed, even if it's just to audiences and not the police, at some point during November sweeps. Meanwhile, Ronnie has made a huge impact on the canvas, with most of the Quartermains welcoming Monica Quartermain's, Leslie Charleson, long-lost sister, into the fold. Still, Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, is not a fan. It's been great seeing Erica Slezak back on daytime drama screens, however, her storyline will come to a close sometime during November. As Ronnie seems like a decent person, someone is behind the deception of her getting the Q Mansion. Looking at you, Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight. So this will likely blow up next month. Will this redeem Ronnie in Tracy's eyes? In other GH November sweeps news, Laura Wright will celebrate 20 years of Carly Corinthos as of November 4th. Wright entered the role as Carly recast number 4 in 2005 and has been going strong as the character since. She also happens to have the bragging rights as the actress who's been Carly the longest, so there's a chance the ABC soap may showcase a Carly-centric episode during Sweeps Month to celebrate this milestone. With that said, Carly may have to deal with a breakup, as her romance with Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, seems mighty rocky. During the week of October 6th, the GH writers set up a storyline where Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, revealed us, Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, was a WSB agent to her mom. Joss was tasked with the mission to keep Carly occupied while Brennan spoke with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. So, she decided to use a WSB trick of sticking to the truth. As Vaughn is slated to become Brennan's second-in-command, Carly was bound to learn that he was an agent at WSB anyway. Carly consoled her daughter, who was visibly upset, but then became very outraged with her boyfriend for knowing about Vaughn's dangerous job but not bringing her into the loop. The GH writers almost seem to foreshadow what will happen when Carly learns Jocelyn's little WSB secret. November sweeps would be the perfect time for it all to come out. Finally, will Maxie Jones return during November sweeps? It would be a good time, especially now that Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, is back. Kristen Storms revealed in an Instagram video prior to her hiatus that her character would be returning either November or December of this year, so fans will need to stay tuned to the ABC soap to see what happens next. General Hospital spoilers suggest plenty of bombshells and action come November sweeps, so it'll be a month of episodes fans won't want to miss. Check out CDL often for all the juiciest General Hospital spoilers, updates, and news, and make us your go-to source for everything GH. General Hospital, GH. Spoilers note that Laura Wright will be celebrating 20 years as Carly Spencer as of this November, and there's a good chance the show will take the opportunity to acknowledge this milestone with an episode dedicated to the pivotal character. Wright stepped into the shoes of Carly on November 4th, 2005. As Carly recast number 4, some fans argue she's the best of the bunch, and she's certainly the longest actress to be in the role. Carly is a key player in the land of Port Charles as it is, and has her hand in many storylines, so it's easy to see that the ABC soap will likely do some sort of Carly-centered episode to acknowledge the actress's staying power on the show. It'll be filled with tons of flashbacks, good and bad memories, as well as a reminder of Carly's history, after Wright took over, that is. But what could set up this special episode for Wright? Here are 3 possibilities. 1. Carly's near-death experience. There's nothing like staring at an untimely demise to stir up reflection. There's danger at every corner in the land of Port Charles, so there's always a chance that Carly could get accidentally shot, get caught up in an explosion, or fall down the stairs and land in a coma. Either way, if Carly's navigating toward that light, a mirage of her past indiscretions via video clips could be brought up in flashbacks she remembers and while family and loved ones talk about Carly's past. 2. Carly stands trial. GH fans seem to believe that Carly may place herself in the line of fire where Drew Kane's Cameron Matheson shooting is concerned to save her son, Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson. It'll be a split-second decision on Carly's part, and she could land on trial for Drew's shooting. As the prosecution lays out their case, this is a perfect opportunity for the show to present all of Carly's past crimes, sketchy schemes, and shenanigans. 3. Brennan's betrayal sparks romantic reflection. Carly is over the moon about her recent romance, but she'll be outraged when she finds out about Jack Brennan's, Chris McKenna, lies. Heck hath no fury like Carly Spencer scorn. However, when she breaks off things with a WSB head, which feels as if it's coming soon, will she also take a moment to reflect on all her other failed past romances? General Hospital spoilers remind fans that Wright's 20-year milestone also happens to be during November sweeps, so fans should brace themselves for a Carly-filled tribute episode, stacked with drama, chaos, and potentially heated confrontations. Visit CDL regularly for all the best General Hospital spoilers, updates, and news. General Hospital, GH, recap for Friday, October 10th, suggests that Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, is on the hunt for Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, while Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, trauma-dumped all her pregnancy details to Elizabeth, Liz Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst. The show opened with Veronica Ronnie Bard, Erica Slezak, enjoying tea in the Quartermaine kitchen, but Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, barged in, upset that Ronnie was using her mother's tea set. Ronnie asked if they could start over, and if she could tell her about Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charleson, as an adult. However, Tracy balked at the idea. Tracy told Ronnie that she and Monica were close and spoke every day near the end of her sister-in-law's days, and since Monica never uttered Ronnie's name, she knows Ronnie inheriting the house is a scam, and she storms out. Meanwhile, ADA Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, gets an earful from Anna about the wrong address error from the search warrant for the Quartermain mansion days ago. Turner was upset when it hit the newspaper, but Anna was furious that it set their investigation back and was puzzled by Turner's mistake. Turner noted it was just a typo, but a flashback showed her telling the office that the address number was 65, not 66, Harbor View Road, with a sly smile. A clip from the other day. Over at the hospital, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, visited Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, upon his request. Drew tried to blackmail Jordan into saving Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, by trying to convince her friend, Anna,